So, as a drummer, can you tell me what the number one most important thing in the whole world as a drummer is? What your most important job in the whole world is?
To keep your beat.
Yeah. So keep time. Good job, man. Keep time. And the best way to do that, of course, is practice to your metronome. And it's really frustrating at first, I'm not gonna lie. At first, it's real hard because you're so focused on keeping that, because it'll be running at beep, beep, beep,
It's
beep,
annoying,
yeah, exactly, absolutely. But it's just so important to be able to keep time. And the more and more I've learned, the more and more I've played, the more and more I've realized that it's better to keep it simple and be able to keep a real solid beat. So, you might have crazy guitarists out there throwing out these crazy riffs and you feel like, well, I want to show off too, and you want to go crazy and do something. But in the future, but it's so important just to keep a real solid beat, because as the drummer, you're the leader of the band, despite what everyone else says. You are there might be a lead singer, and that's all good, but really the drummer is the one who leads the band. You have all the power because you control how fast or slow you guys are going. And then basically you and the bassist, you guys are like that. You are the timekeepers. Don't worry about this. This is like a jazz, like the da 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 kind of style. Don't worry about that. What I want you to do is your bass is going to be it's just going to lay down on solid quarters. 1, 2, 3, 4. And then what you're going to do on your snare drum is, we'll just start with the snare actually. You're going to play 8s on your snare drum. Pretty much the same ideas like you would with a hi-hat. Exactly. And you'll play it with your left hand. And so on the snare drum it'll just be da 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 like that. Exactly. And so we'll start. You can just lay down some 8s in the snare. Just ba 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 ba. Yeah. Grooving right on, man. Now keep that going. Keep that going. Now with the bass drum, give me a do you know what this is right here? The black one right there. I mean, not that one specifically, but you know what this kind of grouping is called? It's called an 8th note. And all that means basically is if a quarter is, 1 beat, that just kind of divides it in half. So you have 2 of those within one. And so your bass drum is on 1, 2, 3, 4. Your snare drum is in 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and then what we'll do in your hi-hat is we'll mimic the bass drum and just do quarters. So it'll be your right foot and your right arm will just be both going, bum, 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 yeah, bum, right, bum, bum, bum. And then with your left hand it'll be,
oh yeah,
da, da. Yeah, see, it messes with your brain. It's almost. Yeah, that's a good 1, 2, 3. That's a good waltz feel. What I'm looking for is kind of a straight, just 8th. What you're doing is you're adding 3 snare notes to every one of these, so it's just your da 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 da. What this is da 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 da, like that. So do your bass and your hi-hat again. Get that going again. Yeah. Now with your snare, go ba 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 ba, and keep that going. If you want to do 8s in the hi-hat, that's totally fine. Whatever's easier. We're just starting out. So. Yeah. Perfect. Right on. That's exactly. And so next, what you'll do is you'll add eighths to the hi-hat. And so it'll be, you know, tsa, tsa, tsa. Your hands will just be like flopping around together. Blah, blah, blah. And so try that.
Okay, so it would be...
Yeah, you got the idea. Exactly. For a minute, so you can kind of get the feel of it.
What's it?
Yeah, the bass drum, quarters, and then the 16ths there.
Okay.
Right on. Yeah, keep going with that for a second. Right on. Good job, man.